Give me a few seconds. Okay, so all right, all set. I'm sharing my screen, guys. Let me know if it's
No.
okay. Is it now?
Yes.
Thanks, Sam. All right, guys, welcome to the session. And let me start the recording as well. Yeah. Welcome you all in today's session. And we are going to start a very fresh batch in 2024 because technically it is going to be last working day. And after that, we are going to jump in 2025 and full this batch is going to be completed in 2025 only, right? So probably in 2025, you guys are going to be, supercharged with this firewall knowledge. So wishing all the best and let's start our journey in 2025, 2024 to learn the next generation firewall, that is the FortiGate firewall. All right. So please mute yourself. I can see some background noise. So let me show you something. All right. So what we are going to learn today, we are going to start the FortiGate firewall and we'll try to explore about the certifications. We'll try to understand the basic fundamentals of the firewalls, right? Why we need a firewall? What is a network security firewall? What is the different model available in the FortiGate firewall? And which model is going to use in which scenario? And what is a traditional firewall? What is a next generation firewall? We'll try to explore that as well. And some key things, right? What are the different threats we have and how these firewall are going to protect those threats? What are the different vulnerability? How this firewall is going to protect those vulnerability? What are the different type of data leak, virus, anti-spyware? So top 5 feature, top 10 feature we are trying to explore in this particular section as well. Okay. So this is a very basic foundation discussion we are going to happen. So I'm just assuming you guys have not much knowledge about the any firewall. So at least you will understand from the very scratch. Okay. So first thing you have to understand what is the Fortinet, and there is another word going to be used. So let me write it here. So there is two concept you are going to get. One is the FortiGate versus Fortinet. So sometimes people are very confused. What is the FortiGate and what is the Fortinet? Okay. So Fortinet is the company and the FortiGate is the power. Madan, can you mute? Ram, Madan, please mute yourself. Please. I request, please mute yourself. So Fortinet is the company who build a lot of product, right? And one of the product that is the FortiGate. It's a firewall. So if you think about the Fortinet and FortiGate, they are the interrelated. So you don't have to be confused. Whenever you see the Fortinet, sometimes people talk about the Fortinet firewall. That means it's a correct thing. Fortinet is the firewall, means Fortinet is the firewall, but the product actual name is the FortiGate, right? So both are the same. But similarly, if you talk about the Fortinet, they have a lot of product. Let me show you. So in Fortinet, you can find a lot of product. Like you can see here, product matrix. They have the 40 ADC, 40 Analyzer, 40 Deceptor, 40 Security, 40 Cloud, 40 EDR, DevSec. So a lot of we have. Ram, can you mute yourself? Guys, please mute. I'm requesting, please mute. Ram, please mute, else I'll just block you. Ram, please mute. Requesting, please mute. Because if you have any question, please ask. So we have the lot of kind of the products you can see here. We have the 40 managers, we have the 40 LAN, we have the IPS engine, IDS engines, We have the FortiOS, which we are going to discuss also. FortiMonitor. You can see we have the Forti SIEM as well. We have the Forti Trust Identity, Forti Policy, Forti Portals. FortiGate, we just going to have wireless controller as well, wireless LAN as well. So they have a lot of product. So these products belong to the Fortinet. But the FortiGate is the firewall which come in the network security, and that firewall is going to useful to just protect your networking infrastructure. So now if we have to understand what is the firewall, right? And why this firewall is very important nowadays to just protect our network. Okay. So before I explain what is the firewall, we have to understand some basic concept as well, like definition of the firewall and what is a network security firewall, or might be I just simply use the what is a network firewall. So we just have to understand. Also, we'll try to explore what are the top 5 firewall benefits. So a lot of benefits we have in the firewalls, but what are the network firewalls and what is the network security and how these firewalls are going to protect and give the benefits. So I'm just going to talk 5 benefits, or might be we have the end number of the benefits, but we'll just try to explore some few benefits which is going to just really amazing feature in terms of the protecting our network. So let's understand when I talk about the firewall. So have you guys ever seen the firewall, or ever have you just work on the firewall? Anyone work on the firewalls?
Yes, sir. We just implemented the 40 F200 firewall in our premises.
Yes, so Pritham has already like implemented the FortiGate firewall and some.
Initially. Last week ago.
Sorry.
Last week ago. Initially,
Okay, okay, yeah. So for Pritham have the any other guys? Anyone have any else knowledge about the FortiGate or might be any other firewalls? All right, so I'm assuming everyone is new in the class. They have just basic networking knowledge. So we'll understand what is a firewall. I have some kind of the message in chat also. So Sandeep is saying yes, he work on the 40F and 60F as well. So good, right? So thanks, Sandeep. So you have already knowledge in the firewalls as well. So we'll see how it is going to helpful in terms of the upgrading your skills as well. So if you talk about the firewall in generic, right? So firewall have the simple work, right? They are going to monitor, they are going to filter, and they are going to control. So let me write it here. The key feature of the firewall is the monitoring traffic, right? They are going to filter traffic, and it is going to,
Excuse me.
yes,
It's very
John.
small. Can you please make it a little big?
Okay, okay, sure, sure.
Thank you.
Let me control traffic. Okay, able to see, right? So it is going to monitor, it is going to filter, it is going to control. So what does means monitor? What does means filter? What does means control? So any firewall, if you're going to talk, they are going to do the 3 basic fundamental things. Means anything is going to process through your network, they are going to monitor. And at the same time, they will try to do some filtering. And also, based on filtering, they are going to control your traffic, which is the legitimate traffic and which is the malicious traffic. And based on that, or might be the illegitimate traffic, and based on that, they are going to either allow or they are going to deny. So this is the basic fundamental of the any firewall. So what are the firewalls we have in the market? So we have the most popular firewall, that is a Palo Alto firewall, right? We are going to find that. We have the FortiGate firewall. We have the Cisco ASA firewall, right? We have the Checkpoint firewall. And also we have the different vendor firewall like the Sophos firewall we have the Azure firewall available in the market. We have some kind of the Barracuda firewall. So a lot of vendors are available who probably going to provide the firewall feature, but these are the firewall who are basically best in the market. And if I'm talking the best, they are really best in the market, and especially the Palo Alto, FortiGate, and the Checkpoint. They are the leader in the market. I'll show you the some artifacts as well why they are the leader. Cisco even not a leader in the market, but Cisco have the very good global presence, so they have the very high demand in the networking as well. Adab, can you please mute yourself? Guys, please mute because you are here for the learning. So if you not have any question, requesting, please mute yourself. It's my humble request. Else it is going to disturb everyone, right? So we have a lot of firewalls available, but any firewalls if we are going to talk about, they have the all three fundamentals feature is going to be available. They are going to monitor your traffic, right? They are going to control your traffic. They are going to filter your traffic. So these three fundamental is going to be happen always. So that's why network firewall is the very important. And these firewall are basically going to protect your network. How the network is going to look like? Let me just draw something so you guys can understand. So let's suppose, let's suppose this is your office. So this is your office. In this office, probably we have the one of the router, and this is another router. You can just deploy in two section. These routers are going to be connect with the switch. This is a switch. And further behind the switch, we have some access switch, right? So probably you can connect this link to this way, this link to this way, this link to this way, this link to this way. And after that, we have the actual clients. We have the actual clients here. They are connecting to the firewall. So let's suppose this is my clients. They are going to connect. Let me put some. So this is my router R1. This is my R2, right? This is my L3 switch, or might be I can put the core switch. And this is my access switch. Please guys mute. Again, I'm requesting, please mute. Access switch. This is the access switch 2. And this is my access switch. Let me just. This is my access switch 1. This is my access switch 2. And there are different PC. That is the PC we have connected here. So how they are going to build the connections? So these PC might have the requirement to access the internet, right? This is the basic requirement we have. So we have the kind of the cloud. This is my ISP A, which is going to terminate the circuit here. And we have the ISP B, which is going to terminate the circuit here. So why we require two ISP? Because we require the failover scenario. In case this is my primary link and this primary is going to down. So this is my secondary going to come in picture and the failover is going to be happen. So in this scenario, what is going to happen? Let's suppose this user sitting behind the core switch and access switch, they want to access the internet. So they have two gateways to go on the internet. One is they can reach from, let me use some different color. So one is like they can go via this way, or might be they can go via this way. Either way, they can go out there. But what is going to happen in this scenario? In this scenario, my connection is going to purely happen with the based on the layer 2 and the layer 3 technology. Means based on the MAC address and based on the IP address. We can do some sort of the connection on based on the layer 4 as well, because we have to build the TCP UDP. But that is also going to happen on the limited way. But yes, we are going to access any website that going to build the connection based on the TCP, UDP. We are going to play any kind of the streaming media that also going to use the port number. So layer 4 is also going to be involved here. But these devices, right? These devices, even you are accessing any website based on the layer 7, these devices are not capable to control your all traffic. Means they can do basic routing and switching. They can do some sort of the layer 4 base controlling. You are just using the N bar scenario, then you can do some limited stuff, the layer 7 based controlling. But if you think about the generic traffic, which you use on daily basis, and you want to do the very deep packet inspection and you want to do the control on that, these layer 2 switch, right, and layer 3 switch and the layer 3 route means the router is always going to be layer 3. They are not capable to do such kind of the control. So what is going to be happen means if user is trying to access any destination, let's say google.com or might be the facebook.com, this traffic is going to process via the router and the switch. But let's suppose he's accessing the google.com, he download one of the file, and this file is affected with the virus. Then what is going to happen? This file is going to process via the router and further switch, and further it is going to download in the PC. So this is the bad file, and none of the device is capable to understand it's a virus file, and the file has been downloaded to the PC. So no device is going to either control your traffic, your filter the traffic, or the monitor the traffic. They simply allow the communication, and then your device is going to be impacted. Similarly, somebody is trying to, like, some hacker sitting on the internet, right? And they're trying to access your network. So you don't have any control, right? You don't have any kind of the control mechanism who can understand the spying activity, any vulnerability activity, any kind of the malware activity, any ransomware attack activity. So these devices will simply process your traffic and they can enter your network. Means there is no gatekeeper available. So then again a problem for you, right? So this is the network. This is known as the plain network, right? This is the plain network. In this plain network, we don't have any kind of a security. Means anyone is going to come from the outside and they can explore our network. Similar, you can just understand. Let's suppose you build a very good building, right? And you build a lot of house inside of the building, but you don't have any control who is going to enter in this building. Nobody is checking that. So anyone going to come inside from the outside, and they can just probably explore the house. Let's suppose you are on the holiday, your house is like free, right? And you just provide only lock, or might be some other kind of the like locking system. They might be going to break your lock, and they're going to enter your house, and they can just take out any valuable item. So that's again a problem, right? So, but if we have some sort of the control, let's suppose we have the security guards, they are just doing some kind of the like inspection here. If anyone is coming, they are going to ask you where you're going, right? And they will ask for the valid justification. Might be they will use some kind of the calling system, some app-based notification system. So owner of this house will only going to allow whether this is the legitimate person or not legitimate person. Based on that, he is going to enter inside of the building or a house. If he is denying, then probably he is never going to allow that. So basically, your security is everywhere, right? Your security is everywhere. You're going in the metro station, airport. Why they are going to check you always? Whether you are carrying any bad thing in your luggage, might be they are going to scan your body as well, because they always believe there is a threat, right? And if threat is going to happen, entire air system is going to be impacted, entire metro is going to be impacted. And might be you have seen in the past also people who have the bad intentions, they have just planned some bomb, and that is going to be blast, and a lot of casualties has been happened. So to control such kind of the things, always security is going to be required. It's a physical security, might be some kind of the electric based security, that's CCTV camera, that's again like logical security. Or might be we have some kind of the AI based, like artificial intelligence, who can understand like any people moment, and based on that they understand their behavior, and they can just give some kind of alert to the security agency, and they can take certain actions as well. So this is something about your day-to-day life where you're going to get the security. But if you talk about the network firewalls, these network firewalls are definitely going to control, monitor, and filter the traffic. But for which kind of the scenario they are going to do that? So basically, in this networking, they are going to give the logical security. And what is the logical security? So logical security is something, let's suppose you have this building have the gate, this is your gate. Anyone coming from outside to inside, this is the physical gate is available, and physical security personnel is available. He is going to check your ID card, might be you're going to punch your ID card on the gate. And if you have the right access, then you're going to enter the building. If you're going out, might be they're going to check your bag, you're not going to take out any valuable IT assets or something else from company. So physical guard is going to verify, a scanner is going to check that. And if everything is going to get like okay, then they are allowed to go out. So these are the physical security where you guys are like going in and out. Your guards are going to check, your company administration is going to check, and based on that, they're going to take an actions, right? But when you talk about the logical security, let's suppose this user have some very sensitive information in this PC, right? This PC has very sensitive information. Let's suppose you have the bidding data, PPT, means you want to bid with the client or you want to present some important data to take some kind of new project. And this user want to leak this data to some other friend who working in the different company, and he is offering some, let's suppose, 1,000 US dollar or might be the 10,000 USD to him. So what is going to happen? He will become the greedy and he thought, I'm getting the 10,000 USD or might be the more and some other kind of the like liquidative, like he is going to give offer. So he is simply going to give the information because the company doesn't belong to him, right? And his salary is not going to be down. But at the end, company is going to, lose their revenue. So that's again a problem. So how my this kind of the data lake is going to protected? Because this is not going to process via this gate. This is going to process via this gate, which is going to the internet. And we don't have any kind of the logical security guard here, right? Security person or security guard available in this scenario. So entire data is going to be leaked. So it's again a problem. If anyone coming out to in, nobody is controlling. So again a problem. So a network firewalls or any firewalls which is going to be used in the Palo Alto firewall, checkpoint firewall, FortiGate firewall, ASA firewall, Sophos firewall, any cloud-based firewall, they have the simple principle, right? Whatever your networking infrastructure you are going to build, means you have the networking devices, you have such kind of some routers, some printers, some user PCs, some servers, some access points, some IoT devices, some sort of the like you have the wireless AP, wireless controllers, firewalls, anything is going to be there in your infrastructure. If any communication is going to happen from your internal network to external network, or even you want to make the system within the internet network, any communication is happening, you want to do the filtering, then your network firewall is going to come in a picture. So that's why network firewall is just protecting your any kind of networking infrastructure within your company. And every company have the network infrastructure. Without network, your company never going to build the IT system. So if IT system is there, network is there. If network is there, then network firewall is there. Then network security engineers also going to be required, right? So we have two category. One is the NOC, one is the SOC engineer. So NOC is the network operation center where network engineer is going to come in a picture. SOC is the security operation center where security engineer is going to come in picture. Based on the operational job, daily BAU business as usual, you want to do that. You are going to leverage from the networking or security skill set. Or we have some kind of the like section that is a NetSec, which is the network and security both are going to combine together. So those domain network and security skill set people are working together, or might be the same people have the both skill set and they are working together. So that the NetSec is also going to come in a picture. So that's why a firewall is a network security device, a firewall which is going to come in a picture. Let me just use some, give me 1 minute. So what is the network firewall? So let's suppose this is my firewall. So a firewall is a network security device that is designed to monitor, that is designed to filter, and that is designed to control your any traffic which is coming inside. This is a firewall. This is your outbound, this is your inbound or incoming interface, and this is your outgoing interface. Any traffic is coming in, wanted to go out. Before going out, it is going to control your based on the policy which is configured in the firewall, based on the access control list, ACL. And if it is legitimate traffic, then it is going to allow, or if it is illegitimate traffic, it is going to deny by the firewall, or it is going to block by the firewall. If everything is good, it is going to allow, it is going to pass your traffic. Simple definition. So a network firewall is a device. It can be the hardware device or can be the software device. I'll discuss what is a hardware device, what is a software device. But in both of the scenario, it is going to monitor, filter, and control your incoming, outgoing traffic. Anything coming out to in, it is going to filter. Anything going to in to out, it is going to like filter that. So the primary purpose of the firewall is basically it is going to act as a barrier. It is going to act as a barrier from your internal network infrastructure to external network infrastructure. Whatever you coming from in to out or might be coming from out to in. So they are the trust network. And we are having untrusted. So what is a trusted network? Anyone know what is a trusted network and what is the untrusted network? Anyone have idea?
Trusted network comes after the firewall, and
Trusted network is our LAN. Untrusted network is internet.
Yeah. So perfectly. So trusted network is something within your company, which is the LAN infrastructure, right? So anything within your company, which is always going to act as a trusted network. Anything basically coming from the WAN. Basically, WAN is basically your internet. Or you are going out from into out from LAN to WAN, it's always going to be untrust. So anything going untrust means WAN internet, it is always going to be untrust. Anything coming from the WAN, it is always going to be untrust. So that's why it is going to establish a barrier, means it is going to establish something is a barrier and it is always going to check, similar to the airport, metro station, any housing society, any building, any big company. They are going to make sure right person, right user, and right device is going to in to my company or out to my company or similar in the my LAN infrastructure or WAN infrastructure. So these firewall basically come in the two format. One is the hardware format and one is the software format. So what is the hardware? What is the software? So you can visualize the hardware format, how it is going to look like. So basically we are talking about the FortiGate firewall. So these firewall, you can see here, we have this is the firewall. You can see this is the firewall. So they have the device, physical device. And in this physical device, you can see we have the FortiGate, LEDs blinking. They have the lot of ports. You can see here. So these have the lot of ports available. So in these ports, we can take the console access. We have some console port. We have some management port. We have some USB port, some other LAN ports. By using, I can connect my WAN infrastructure or my internet. By using this, I can connect my LAN infrastructure. This is going to look like in this way. So this is my hardware firewall. Means dedicated firewall is going to be there. So in this dedicated firewall, if I talk about especially FortiGate, they have a lot of models. So if you see, this is the FortiGate firewall. They have a lot of models and we can use any of the model as per our need. So you can see some model are known as the 40F, some are the 60F, 70F, 80F, and they have different kind of the like features. Some having the high throughput, some having the low throughput, some firewall latency, session per second, firewall policy, how much I can create. So if we are going to down, these are the product matrix. We are going to get lot of firewalls model here, 90F, 100F. So we are going to keep down. We are going to get more and more versions, which is the more relevant for the firewalls. You can see 26F, we have 32F, and also we have the 37F. So these all are the physical firewalls. Whatever model I'm showing right now, these all are the physical firewalls. So more and more model we are going to get. We are going to get bigger devices like similar. See, might be this is the smaller devices. But if you are going to get like this firewall, 3000, it might be the big firewall. So sorry. Probably, yeah, these are the, like you can see, these are the network security firewalls. We have the 3500F, 3600F, and 4400F. So once we are going to get the bigger firewall, this firewall having the bigger features, they can do a lot of things. You can think in this way. Let's suppose you are going to purchase the iPhones, right? So one iPhone have might be, let's suppose iPhone, just suppose 16, right? Normal phone is going to be come with the 64 GB. Just giving the one example. Might be other feature is going to be one phone is going to come 128 GB. One is going to come with 256 GB. Might be one is 512 GB. Storage, I'm just talking 1 terabyte storage, right? These are different iPhone 16 coming in the market. So all phone are probably going to be similar kind of the feature. Might be they might be going to classified based on the base phone, Pro Max, like that. So if I just talk about every phone is going to come as a normal iPhone Pro, right? iPhone Pro 16. So they have the different storage. So their pricing is going to be totally differ, right? Some might be, this is going to come, let's suppose like 100 USD, very low price, but I'm just giving the example. This is going to be 150 USD. This is going 200 USD. This is 300 USD. This is a 400 USD, like that. So why the pricing is going to be there more and more? Because they have the more features. They have the more storage capacity. Similarly, if you are going to purchase any firewall, if the model is the low, they have the low processing capability. They have the low handling capability. They have the low kind of the hardware architecture. But if you are going to purchase the very large model of the firewall, they have the high capacity of the processing the traffic. So that's why data center are going to use this kind of the firewalls. But if you have the small offices, mid-range of the offices, probably I can go and use these small range of the firewall, 100, 60, or maybe the 80F, 90F, and probably 600, 900F. All right. And similarly, these are the hardware-based firewall. If I talk about, we'll discuss about what is the Forti manager. I'll discuss. This is centralized. Forti analyzer also discuss. Forti authenticator, Forti switch I'll discuss. Let me see if I have the Forti VM. Yeah. So these are the virtual appliances. You can see. So likewise, as I mentioned, we have the hardware-based firewalls. We have the software-based firewall. So what is software-based firewall? So software-based firewall is available everywhere. Even your PC have the firewall. Just search it. Your PC, you just search the firewall or Defender. Just go in browser. You are going to find the firewall is there, and you can just create the policy. You can do some sort of this control also in the PC also. But we are not going to talk. Even your phone have the firewall features. You can do some kind of controlling as well. But if I talk about the network firewalls, how the virtual network firewall is going to use in the real scenario, so that we have to understand. So let's suppose we have the one of the branch location. Let me use here. Let's suppose this is your branch location, and this branch location you want to deploy. Just give me 1 minute. What happened? Yeah, this branch location, let's suppose this branch location have the earlier scenario, we have the routers, which was deploy here, switch also there, some access switch also there, and then we connected the PCs, right? And also might be required the firewall also. So if we have the hardware scenario, we have to purchase these all devices. So these all devices might be, I have to purchase this device from Cisco, this from the FortiGate, this from the Cisco, this from the Cisco and Cisco. So it is going to like get the higher cost. So cost is going to be higher. One more thing, which is going to be consume lot of electricity for you, lot of air conditioning you are going to be required, because you having the lot of devices. I'm giving the only 3-4 devices, but think about the big infrastructure where we having the 100 of devices, 50 of devices. So you are required to manage lot of devices, lot of cost is going to evolve, right? But let's suppose you want to redesign it and you want to save some cost, and you want to just achieve this all infrastructure by minimizing the device. How it is possible? So what I can do that, probably I need my access switch only, which access switch is going to connect my end users. So this is my access switch. These are going to be definitely required because I have to connect my end users, my servers, right? My Wi-Fi, my AP. So this might be the server, right? Server 1, we have the server 2, and also might be the WLC we have to connect. And also we have to connect the access point, right? AP. Might be we have to connect the IoT devices as well, internet over things. So these switches are going to be required. But I don't want to use the physical router. Two physical router I don't want to use. I don't want to use the layer 3 switch. I don't want to use my firewall as a physical device. So how these virtual devices are going to come in my site and they are going to serve the same purpose. So I have to purchase one of the server. I have to purchase one of the server, and that server might be you're going to purchase from the Dell, might be purchased from the Cisco, might be purchased from the Fujitsu. Lot of vendors are HP, lot of vendors are available. So you just purchase one of the server which have the high capacity processing. Okay, so this is your server. This server having the multiple NIC cards, right? So one NIC card is going to connect with the switch, this switch, one NIC card going to connect this switch, one NIC card is going to connect with your WAN connections. So these all three things is going to be required. So this is your WAN, might be the primary WAN. This is your secondary WAN is going to be happen with second NIC card. So this is your two NIC cards is going to be there, and then your server. This is your one physical server. Right, this physical server. Now in this physical server, you are going to deploy different VMs, right? So this might be the VM1, virtual machine 1. This is the VM2, this is the VM3, and this is the VM4. This VM having the router 1, this VM having the router 2 image, this VM having the layer 3 image, and this VM having the firewall image. So what you have to do that, you have to get the VM image, which is the OVA file, right? And you have to deploy this OVA file in the server. So you have to run the instances and you have to do the vSwitching, virtual switching here. And based on that, they are going to make all internal connectivity. And similarly, they are going to do the same work what earlier topology was doing. But you are saving the lot of hardware cost. And between the one single device, you are doing the each and everything. Even you are running same routing protocols here. Same policy you are going to configure here, right? Everything. In our lab also, we're doing the same thing. In our lab, let me show you. If I go in the lab section, let me show you. So you guys can correlate. So so let me see you again. Probably this is not right lab. So let me just log in it. Let me show you. Probably this is, just think about the FortiGate we are targeting, not Palo Alto. So I will go in the FortiGate and just think about this is topology, right? We have the FortiGate firewall. So you can see we have the switches, we have the servers, we have the PC. How this device is running? They are running in the EVNG platform, but how this EVNG is hosted? So basically it's in the server, right? Your computer is going to become a server. You can run this the same concept. So based on that, you are not using any physical devices. These all are the virtual images, and we are running behind the this whatever the you can see the topology. We have the server have the hosting capacity, might be the EVNG you have, or might directly ESXi you are going to use, and based on that you are going to do that all the kind of the configuration, and based on that your all topology is going to build, and based on that you can make the entire communication, which basically can be created as the physically as well, right? So these are virtual appliances as well available in the market. And these are the commonly used nowadays, which can be just used in the real time of giving the firewall feature and router feature and your security features. So this is the how network security firewalls come as a hardware and software, and both they are going to work and inspect your traffic. Means anything going to come in and out. So they are going to provide the inspections, right? So they are going to provide the inspection. Sorry. Inspection of traffic, and these inspection of traffic, that means they are going to provide the control, filtering, and the monitor the traffic, whatever data packet is going to be processed, and based on the inspection whether they are going to allow or they are going to allow, based on the predefined rules, and this rule is known as a security policies. Okay, so this is all about the firewall. Any question, guys? Any questions you have? Please let me know. Anyone have any questions?
So this VM, this will become in the pod like two pods. For example, one for as like the primary one and one as the backup one. So is it like quite cost effective when you move
Yeah,
from
definitely.
multiple
If
hardware
you
devices
talk
to?
about the servers, so let me show you. If you talk about any servers, they always going to be cost effective. Let me show you any server like Dell server 550. So you just go and see the images. So you can see this server, right? So these servers have the multiple ports. You just see here. Let me show you. So if you want, these are the different slots available. So let's suppose this server have 3 gig port, right? And if you want to integrate some fiber port or you want to integrate more gig module also, so they are going to provide the within the same server, you want to terminate 6 link, 8 links, 10 link. This is going to possible. And these are going to be help to reduce a lot of cost because you have to purchase single devices, right? And within this server you can deploy multiple devices because you just have to upgrade the configuration. This server can support 2 terabyte of the RAM. They are going to support like 50 terabyte of the storage, 100 terabytes of storage. So they have a lot of capacity. They have some vCPU up to 50 vCPU. You can just go how much 12 threads you can create. So they have the very high capacity, and based on that your design, you can deploy a lot of devices within the single server. So it is always going to save your cost, Sean. Okay.
Okay, and if we are going to learn, join the course, then we will be learning both ways. For example, how to configure the physical devices and how to do it in the virtual
Yeah.
like
So
this environment.
yeah. So definitely, whatever the learning we are going to get here, we have the both flavors, most of the things, right? Physical device available with us. If you want to see how physical device is going to configure, how you want to connect that, that is going to be available and you'll see on the camera, right? But in the lab, you're going to get lab part 24/7, where you have to do same feature in the virtual environment. So you can do all the configuration, all the feature, and it is just going to work exactly same how the physical device is going to work. But if you want to just explore the real thing, so we cannot give the access like from remotely. But yes, if you want to see on the camera how device is going to configure, you can do that. There is no problem.
Okay, because my point of joining is like I want to start from the very thing. Like basics I already know, but I want to really do it. Like I want to go to the course, and after the course, I should be able to go and work with these devices. Not definitely
No need, no
professional
need to
level.
worry. No need to worry. These devices, whatever the lab I'm going to show you, these labs having the exact real image of the FortiGate firewall with the license, right? So each and every feature, same thing. Like if you want to configure the NAT, so whatever I'm going to tell is the same thing is going to happen on the your physical firewall. Nothing is going to be changed. Exactly the same feature, same policy is going to be configured. Same kind of the routing
Okay.
is going to be configured. Same kind of the NAT is going to be configured. So I'll explain how the step by step. Let's suppose someone is going to give the very brand new firewall. So how you're going to configure? So I'll explain step by step all the process. How firewall is going to look like physically, like what I'm showing here. You can see this is a physical firewall.
Yes.
So which is the console port? Which port you have to connect the cable? And why this is the console port? If you want to take the CLI access, how you can take the CLI access? If you want to take the GUI access, then how you can take the GUI access? So those level of the basic things I'll explain definitely because it's a part of the course and everyone should know. If they don't know how to take the firewall access, probably they will not do the next step. So it's a
Yes.
basic things definitely going to cover. No need to worry about that. Okay, Sean?
Thank you. Good.
All right. So any other question, guys? All good. So,
Yes, sir. I have one question.
yes, please.
See, if I have the FortiGate firewall, so we are planning to purchase the WAP. So it is. So can we purchase the other brand WAP, or we should buy the same brand of WAP?
You want to purchase the WAF, right? Web application firewall,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Yep.
So the best solution for the web application firewall, it's like always come with the F5, right? Firewall, network firewall have the one feature, web application means you want to control your application based on the
Yep.
application you want
F5
to
and
deploy the.
Barracuda.
Yes, so F5 we have, NetScaler we have, Barracuda we have. So you have to choose your vendor, but F5 LTM is one of the best solution. I would suggest, right? But you have the another vendor also. So I cannot comment on the Barracuda because it never worked. But NetScaler is the market leader, not market leader. F5 LTM is the market leader, but after F5 we have the NetScaler as well. So you can go either of them, and you can explore some other firewall vendor also available. So you just have to do some research on that.
Got it. Got it.
So
Okay.
we can go for the cloud as well as something like Akamai or WAF.
No, Akamai is something.
It provides
Akamai is for the DOS protections.
a
If
DOS
I'm
as
not
well as WAF also it provides, I guess.
okay, I'm not sure Akamai provided the WAP. Let me check. Okay, because
Okay, yeah.
Akamai WAP. vendors. Let me see if we have Akamai. Cloudflare. Akamai, yes, you're right. Akamai is also there, right? So, yeah, Pritham, you can see here, we have the Cloudflare, we have the, see, F5 network, we have Fastly, a lot of vendors are available.
Yes, yes.
Even I was not aware that much. 14.8 also have this feature, right?
Yeah.
Never Explore, right? We have this Qualys as well have, AWS WAF also have, 40 Web we also have, right? And this is again FortiGate, right? So NetScaler you can see, Citrix we have, right? But this is the leader, right? F5 is the leader. But you can just explore other vendor also. Okay, thanks Amol for the contributing for this Akamai one. Okay, so now let's discuss last sections where we have to understand basic top 5 firewall benefits. So let's suppose I'm going to deploy the network firewall, network security firewall. So what basic benefits I'm going to get? I, as a layman, I want to understand. So how I can explain someone you are going to implement this firewall, then what is the benefits I'm going to get? So first one you can see it is going to monitor the traffic. Means any traffic is going to come in and out, whatever I explained till now. It is all the benefits, like all set of the benefits. Means it is the first point of the security it is going to be start. And based on that, it is going to monitor your traffic data coming in and out from your system. Means it is going to provide the full visibility. Your logs are going to be always there, and you can understand which user, what application they have accessed, what destination they have access, what data they have downloaded, what data they have uploaded. So your IT system, if any outage is going to be happen, they can refer the firewall logs based on the monitoring, and they can analyze your network traffic, and this firewall is going to be give the very good output, and based on they can understand what happened in my past or any custom time durations, and then based on that they can going to take some actions. It could be might be the incident, so incident response is going to minimize, or might be someone is doing some illegal thing, or might be not aligned with the company policy, that also going to be minimized. Okay, so monitoring is always going to give the very detailed logs for you. Now the second is the virus. So this is a very common virus in the spying activity. So what is going to happen? Let's suppose again I'm mentioning your firewall is not there in the network. So your router is there, your switch is there, right? And behind switch we have the user connected, right? And they are accessing the internet. So if the traffic is going come in and out from these devices, they are not capable to understand what packet is going out, what packet is coming in from the internet. So even virus file is going downloaded. This is going to impact your user systems, right? And it is going to create a problem. But if I implement the firewall in somewhere here or might be the here, this firewall is going to scan your data. Means whatever the application you're downloading, whatever the HTTPS file, HTTP or HTTPS file you're downloading, means web browsing you're doing, downloading any file, any data, that all are going to be scanned by the firewall. And if the firewall is find there is a virus within your data, within your application, within your download, they are straight away they're going to block you. Might be here or here, anywhere firewall is going to be there. So your virus is not going to come inside your LAN, and they are not going to impact your performance, your system and all. So that's the another benefits of the firewall. They are going to prevent any kind of the hacking. Means someone is trying to do the spying, it means hacking, means the vulnerability. So these vulnerability is like ransomware attack, log4j attack. We have a lot of kind of the attacks are available. So recently we have heard like India, we are all in the India, so India AIMS, it's a very large hospital or one of the best hospital in India. Their all database has been hacked. How it was possible? Because it was possible due to the vulnerability. Means we have some software weakness in our network or might be our servers, and hacker system, means hackers sitting on the internet, they just find those weakness, and based on that they enter your network and they hack your all system, they lock your all system. And due to that what happened? They lose all patient data. Means doctor are doing any kind of the they are giving prescription, they have some diagnostic reports, they have some kind of like other kind of data. They keep saving that all in the system and servers, because they cannot memorize all the patient history, like what was happened in the past, what medicine they are doing and all. So they always have to recall based on the patient ID, they have to recall the data, and based on the prescriptions, they are going to analyze all the history and they are going to take the further action. But because they lose all the data, they don't know how to start and what have to do. That means they have to again start from the zero, and they have to do all diagnostics and all history. And trust me, this vulnerability is very critical for any organization. They can, destroy your business. They destroy your entire thing. They make you the financially too much dumb, so you're going to lose everything. So these are the hacking is going to be prevented with the help of the firewall. If firewall is there, they are like they are going to stop your all unauthorized hacking activity. Virus means not virus, the vulnerability, any kind of they are going to happen. They are going to just stop you. Right now, the fourth thing we have the spying activity. So spying activity is not some kind of the attack, but they are trying to do some kind of the spying of your network. Means they will just come in your network in the spying format. They are going to do the spyware. They are going to use the term as the spyware, and based on that spyware signatures or might be the spyware method, they are going to come inside your network from the outside, and they will just analyze your network, and they are going to find your weakness, and based on that weakness they are going to create the attack. They are going to create the hacking or vulnerability. So spying is very dangerous. If you are not going to allow someone to do a spying activity, they will not find your weakness, and if they not find your weakness, probably the attack is not going to be happen. So stopping spyware is the most important, which firewall is going to do that, because in this data driven world, much needed benefits we have is the stopping spyware. If we are stopping the spyware, means we are disallow any kind of the hackers to come in our network, come in our system, and they are gain our knowledge. Means just think about, you are not allowing anyone to enter your home, right? So they will never going to understand what is inside of your home. but if you're allowing someone to enter your home, you're visiting your bedrooms, your lockers, your balconies, your drawing room, all areas. So they will have the full visibility. Where is their valuable item? Where is your not valuable item? Someday you are not available, so such a way they are going to enter your room, or maybe they're going to find the loopholes. This balcony is not closed, and they come from that balcony and they will just take out all the valuables. So this is the one of the most important thing. Spying should be not there and should be always blocked. Then firewall is going to do that all kind of the blocking. Last but not least, that promotes privacy. Means it is going to help. It is going to help you to maintain your privacy. Any customer, right? Any customer who is hosting your data in your network. Let's suppose Azure having the public cloud, right? AWS have the public cloud. GCP have the public cloud. They all are hosting the millions of customer data, right? And those customer data are very critical for the customer. So how customer is going to trust on Azure, AWS, the data is going to be secure. So they provide the privacy confidentiality to the customer, so they become the confident. Yes, my data is going to be there. Nobody is going to hack, because they build the very privacy system. Means anything is my network, anything is keeping in my network or my data center, the customer data is always going to save, and they build the environment where the privacy of the client data and trust is going to maintain. So this firewall is going to maintain the privacy with a different format. Like they are going to stop your worm propagation, they are going to prevent your data leak, right? They are going to block your files, zero day attack, everything is going to be there. So these are top 5 benefits also available in the FortiGate firewall. Same is the Palo Alto firewall also, Checkpoint firewall also, Cisco ASA firewall also, but you just have to leverage those all feature, which we'll discuss how it is going to happen. Let me show you quickly. We have a lot of features. I'm just showing the high level, but we'll go in the course content. Let me show you what are the next generation features. You can see here we have the OSPF. I'll discuss in the next class. See, we have the antivirus profile, we have the web profiles, right? DNS filtering, application control, intrusion prevention, IDS, IPS, inspection mode, next generation firewall mode. So these all are basically going to help basically any kind of the vulnerabilities, spyware, hacking, which is going to happen in network, that is going to prevent it. So now it's your turn, guys. I'll discuss further new things in the next class, but I would like to give you opportunity to you all. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Tell me, guys, anyone have any questions? No, all good?
What
No,
would
sir,
be the
all clear.
yeah? What would be the batch timing?
This is the same time we are going to cover. Like we are going to start by 7 p.m. IST
Mm-hmm.
and it is going to finish by 7:15.
7:58.
And Monday to Friday or what?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, do we
Friday.
discuss VPNs also?
Yes, yes, VPN will discuss. 8:15, not 7:15, 8:15 IST, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 to 8 p.m. IST. So we have the VPNs. Definitely we have to cover. Let me show you what VPN we'll cover. So we'll discuss the two type of VPN. Let me show you. Yeah, we'll discuss about the IPsec, right? Where how to side-to-side VPN is going to be build on the policy based, how side-to-side VPN is going to be the route based, side-to-side VPN is going to build on a template base. VPN concept will discuss what is the VPN IPsec concept, what is the phase 1 parameter, phase 2 parameter, everything we're going to discuss. And also we're going to discuss about the SSL VPN, remote access VPN. So this is the side-to-side VPN. Let me write here. So this is your side-to-side VPN, all what we're going to cover. And this is the remote access VPN. Means remotely how you're going to access your internal network.
So what product FortiGate is having? Like Cisco is having AnyConnect, Palo Alto is having Double Protect.
Floaty client is the FortiGate. Cisco
Okay.
SS having the AnyConnect. And Palo Alto having the Global Protect. Zscaler having the GCC, Zscaler Client Connector. Okay. All good. Any other question, guys? Definitely, we are going to do a lot of research on it. Don't worry.
All good, sir, all good.
So, and DNS filtering and DHCP AAA.
So yeah, definitely. So DNS filtering will discuss what is your DNS, how it is going to configure. Don't worry about that. AAA, we see how AAA is going to be integrated, how the TechAx is going to be integrated, how the AD is going to be integrated in the FortiGate firewall. Okay. Integration part we are going to understand. But how TechAx server is going to build, it's not part of the course. Okay. But you understand how, if you have the TechAx server you want to integrate, how it is going to happen. And what third thing you ask? AAA. DHCP, don't worry. DHCP, you are going to cover in very detail. We are going to make the DHCP server. Probably this lab, which I'm showing this. Let's see, this is a DHCP server. So what we'll do that, we'll understand two flavor. One, I'll make the FortiGate as a DHCP server. This is going to, means any request is going to come from the user. It is going to get the IP from directly from DHCP. And second scenario, you're going to make the DHCP server remotely. So this FortiGate is going to work as a relay agent. And based on that, first request is going to come on the FortiGate. FortiGate further on behalf of the user, they are going to reach the DHCP server and they are going to get the IP address. So two scenarios are going to get, and after that, you are going to become a champion of the DHCP. None of the other scenario is there apart from these two scenarios. Okay, happy? Anything else?
What will be the total course duration?
It's take time, or at least we have to be together till February. Okay.
Okay. Mid-Feb or first week?
Probably we'll try to complete in third week. I'm assuming third week. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much. Let's connect in the next session. You all will get the invite in the 2025. Okay. So I wish you all the best and happy new year to everyone. Let's connect in 2025 because tomorrow and day after tomorrow is a holiday. So probably when we can connect, whatever the next working day we have, we'll connect and we'll start our learning. Probably in 2nd of
Okay, sir.
January. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Happy New Year,
to you
sir.
as well.
Happy New Year, everyone, guys.